Hi guys, today I want to take a look at the Donner Vowel Mini Active Wah slash volume pedal. It's this guy right here. I picked this up a couple of weeks ago and I've been playing around a little bit with it. It seems like a pretty cool addition to the board. Disclaimer, I don't really use wahs. I've never really used a wah pedal before, so this is kind of new to me. I mainly wanted it because it's an active volume pedal, but the fact that it has wah thrown in as well is kind of cool, and it gives me an excuse to try out some new stuff. I'm not very good at playing wah pedals, but I'll try to give you a kind of a general idea of what it sounds like. So, just about the pedal first, rough description I suppose. Major drawback is it's made out of plastic. It's not like flimsy plastic by any means. It's quite sturdy. It seems pretty well built. It's got a very small footprint, so it's a tiny bit bigger than your average pedal. I mean, you can see these are normal size pedals all around it. It's just a tiny bit bigger than one of them, but it doesn't take up as much space as a traditional wah or volume pedal would on your board. It still sounds as good as any other volume pedal I've heard. Because it's active as well, it has the major benefit of not sucking any of your tone. Volume pedals that I've actually used or owned previously had been passive pedals which severely affected my tone, so I stopped bothering with them. This doesn't do that at all. It's pretty straightforward. It's just got an input and an output and your power jack. I don't like these types of pedals with the power jacks on the sides, so that's a drawback for me, but I'm sure most people wouldn't care. And aside from that, it just has the tilt controller, the tilt controller, and a switch underneath, which you click by pushing the tilt all the way forward and then pressing it harder down. So that switch changes from the volume setting to the wah setting. As you can see, there are green LEDs when it's in volume mode and red LEDs when it's in wah mode. You can occasionally accidentally switch between the modes, which is a bit of a pain if you have a very heavy foot when you're going up and down on the wah or up and down on the volume, but you know, it's something you can just get used to. So let's see if I can play some wah tones to begin with. I have a pretty simple setup. It's the wah going into my God City Instruments Brutalist pedal over here, and then I have loaded of delay with my ARP87 at the end, just to make it sound more shoegazy, because that's the kind of thing I play. So let's just noodle around a bit and I'll give you an idea of what kind of sound you can get out of it. Okay, so that's my idea of some wah. I'm, again, disclaimer, I don't really play wah and I don't really solo, so take that with a pinch of salt. It does sound cool, and I'm sure it'll be interesting to play around more with and learn some songs and ways of playing it. The main thing that I bought it for, though, was for it to be a volume pedal, so let's just switch over to that. It's now in volume mode, so you can just tell. I'll just play a few chords and let it show that it fades in and out, I guess. So yeah, it's essentially does what it says on the tin. It's perfectly fine, and it doesn't affect the tone at all, which is a huge thing for me. I also wanted to try and use it for volume swells, to do that, the kind of ambient guitar work that you see online a lot. Chords of Orion has a great tutorial on it that I was trying to follow along to a while ago. Let's just see if I can recreate that kind of an idea. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Great for creating kind of pad sounds. It almost sounds like a synth, like a synthesizer pad type thing, even though it's all just guitar and 3 or 4 effects pedals. The main sound I was using there was the Donner Vowel, my ARP87 delay, the Digitech Polara reverb, both of which were set to pretty strong values. They were very, very wet. And then I tried to add in the Brutalist, kind of created a buzzsaw sound. It pretty much just sounded like a guitar, but with the attack dulled, which is kind of the point. And then at the end I threw in the Nux phaser, just to add a bit more interest to the effect. So yeah, that's about it. It's a very cheap pedal. You get them on Amazon for half nothing. I picked up mine for about €40, I think, between 30 and €40. The US are probably something similar, maybe $40. For what you get, it's great. It might not hold up to gigging very well because it's made out of plastic, so it won't take much of a beating, but for studio work and the kind of stuff I'm doing, it's perfect. And I mean, if you just take care of it, it'll be fine. I'm not sure about the longevity. As I've said, I've only had it a few weeks. I haven't really had much heavy use yet, but it's holding up fine and it's doing exactly what I wanted it to so far. So I would recommend it. So, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and check back next week for more nonsense from me.